so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Okay, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
And we are underway for this scheduled 12-rounder. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power is not there.
Blocks away that headshot. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well-targeted combination by Dynamite. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. A barrage of punches that time. Good combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want one at a time. You want 3 or 4.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well, but basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
Able to show you his blocking ability. A headshot blocked. Not precise at all by El Terrible. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a nonstop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. blocked that away. It was targeted for his head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Halfway through this round here. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Gets rid of that effort. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Takes one to get one. He comes back with a right hand.
Move your feet.
.90 seconds to go here in this round. Good defense, just covering up down low. A sound combination by El Terrible. Nice block by El Terrible. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good block there by Dynamite. Good strong combo. Good exchange. He fires back. .10 seconds to go in this third round. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Nice block by Dynamite. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Protecting his head well with his guard. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Back and forth exchange. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. A headshot blocked. Able to counter that attack. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. On the mark, the counter punch by Dynamite. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway, and then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room, and at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room, and you have a choice. You put your feet down, and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Nice block by Dynamite. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue and red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. A nice block by El Terrible. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
What a fight. What a great great non-stop action fight this has been. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Good block by El Terrible. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Keep the head moving.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Good looking counterpunch. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Keep your head moving.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Halfway through round 6. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Keep your hands up. Keep moving, keep moving.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Use your feet.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
10 seconds remaining in this round. So we've come to the halfway point of what has been a very highly competitive bout. And Teddy, if it stays that way throughout this night, then this is going to be an all-time classic. Well-placed counterpunch by Dynamite. El Terrible's getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Or he scores well with the double jab. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. At the halfway point of round 7. El Terrible's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Good way to protect the midsection. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Very accurate work. 3-punch combination serves him well. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Able to cover up that gut.
Come on, kid.
El Terrible's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot-shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. drop the sights a little bit, jab at his chest, just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
Great movement to get away from those punches. And another jab. Good counter punch. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Nice block. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
That's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Way to block there.
Pace yourself. Move your feet.
Good job protecting himself. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. El Terrible showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all.
Punch
but
it out,
somehow,
no holding.
he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Oh, what a great ability to recover. Ten clicks of the talk. Good block by El Terrible. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Gets rid of that body shot. Dynamite's offense has nearly left the building, but that has a lot to do with the fact that he was hurt earlier. He got tagged.
Now he's got to find a way to be defensive, to make sure he survives, clears those cobwebs out a little bit, but he's got to reconnect the offense before it's too late.
Goes up top again. Good work on the combination by Dynamite. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Able to land. Good shot again. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Good job on the two-punch combo by El Terrible. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Right. Okay, listen. Throw him off with head movement. That's it. Throw him off with head movements.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Good job staying away from the danger there. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Blocks that punch.
Get your hands up.
Good defensive skill. Good way to protect the midsection. Throws a counter punch there. Cheek has been split wide open.
Dig in, Jackson. You got it in your channel. You need to move your hand more, okay?
They meet up for the 12th and final time. The last round has arrived. Good job staying away from the danger there. And a well-placed counter by El Terrible. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
Blocks it away.
Move your head.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Landing two jabs by El Terrible. A little added concern for the fighter in his corner. There's a cut above his eye.
And Joe, you never know how a fighter's going to react until he is cut. Is he going to panic? Is he going to forget about it, let his corner take care of it? We're about to find out.
Keep your head moving.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. I like the way that jab is doubled up by Dynamite. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Oh, and he comes in again, landing well. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. for the official judges' scores. Let's send it up to the ring. Dynamite, your winner. He gets the nod by way of split decision.
Hey, Joe, it was a good fight. You know, I'm not complaining about that, but I'm complaining about how they came to a split decision. If I'm the commissioner, I'm calling these judges in and say, hey, you watch the